Hi y'all, welcome back to another Moment of Peace, an episode where I generally respond to viewers' comments and provide information when I'm not actually turning the lathe on. I'll start off by letting y'all admire my Benchmark Physical Therapy t-shirt given to me for being such a good repeat customer. I'm still suffering a pinched nerve in the back and it's slowing me down, but it's not stopping me, and I'm not complaining. I'm just happy to be where I am. My last moment of peace, I showed how to turn a bandana. Gerald Jensen commented about using a welder's beanie cap, which I think is a real good solution. I found a number of them on Amazon for less than $10, and when the washer and dryer eats my last bandana, that might be an option for me to look into. Renee Jones commented on my use of walnut oil on the baby rattle, and just caution that babies less than 2 years old, you need to avoid anything that might cause food allergies, such as a nut oil. And my understanding is Mike Mahoney's walnut oil generally has the allergens taken out of it in the making process, but you can't be too sure with a baby, so caution is certainly in order. So thanks for that, Renee. Anzi Balmanis has a few suggestions in response to the video I did a while back on turning fruit. He says, "Hi Mike, I drill a small hole in the bottom of the fruit and insert a clove with glue. Remove the small round bud from the clove first. This actually looks like the real thing. Also, I use a small homemade screw chuck made from a scrap faceplate with screw poking out about 3/4 of an inch. You can mount both ends of the fruit on this. Use the tailstock where you can. For the stem, I use a real piece of branch for the stem. The fruit looks more real-like, just my way of turning apples and pears." So thanks for that, those suggestions, Ansi. Thanks go out to Mike Walt for his comment on my Woodturning a Burl Edge Natural box. He commented on using a glue gun, and in response to your tip, Mike, I went out and ordered a Bosch glue gun and look forward to using that in the future. Don Beveridge commented on my music. He didn't much care for some of the music I use. So I'm going to try a new feature on YouTube. So if you click on the information in the upper right hand corner of the screen, there's an opinion poll. So please provide some feedback on whether you like the music when I do the fast forward scenes. I did a video last year on making a recess using a dovetail tool, and I illustrated using the tool that I made. And I had a one-page article in the American Woodturner, February 2016, on what that dovetail tool looks like. But Tom Albrecht pointed out that it wasn't as clear as it could be on how I actually shaped those surfaces. What tool did I use to do that? So sorry about that. So let me take a moment and just kind of demonstrate how you can actually form those sharp edges. And this article, like every other article I've written, is downloadable from my website. Okay, so here I am with a platform. Doesn't have to be a platform exactly like this, but there's how I get that flat surface. I can get that flat surface. I can get this flat surface by just grinding, pushing in on the grinder till it gets to there. And then for this inside surface, I can just use the side of the wheel like that. Once I get this thing actually formed, it doesn't get a lot of use. I think just a diamond hone on the top like this will probably be about all the sharpening you need. Or you can also use the diamond hone to touch up those surfaces, just like you would any scraper. Richard Maybe was asking for some more specifics on do-it-yourself texturing tools. Richard, I'm not sure if you found there. I did have a handout on this tool that was referenced in the handout on spiraling texturing in general. You can download that from my website. Specifically about a homemade texturing tool. Here's the actual spiraling texturing system with Sorby that's got a slot in it. I simply took a piece of 5/8 inch mild steel, drilled it and tapped it, and found a shoulder bolt that would fit. It was the same size. I don't remember what size it was, but you could figure it out. But you can buy this, just the replacement texturing wheel from Sorby. They're not cheap. I think they're about 45 bucks. But that's one way to make an inexpensive texturing tool. I wouldn't recommend this approach for their spiraling tool because I think that saddle is real helpful for maintaining that angle. Now I know some folks who have taken this Sorby tool and they bought a replacement texturing wheel, that is the wheel that comes to a point, and instead of buying the whole system, they've actually taken a piece of steel similar to this Wagner tool handle, cut a slot in it with some type of way, perhaps a angle grinder, and put a steel pin similar to the Wagner tool for the texturing wheel. So those are three different alternatives for you. I hope you find that useful, Richard. Okay, I got this comment from OLJ Swartz who says, "Hey Mike, I'm learning lots from your videos. A note on safety. Shouldn't you remove your ring before working on the lathe or any rotating machinery? I want to keep you healthy so you can teach me more from your videos. Keep up the good work. Thanks again." No question about it. It's advisable not to wear rings or any type of jewelry around rotating equipment. I can't argue against that. I would say it's a personal choice that I choose to make, in that I keep my fingers very... my ring doesn't get anywhere close to anything that I feel like is going to catch. And when I've compared that to in the past when I've taken the ring off and put it in my pocket had a hole in it, misplaced my ring, causing some consternation. I've tried to put it in safe places and I forget about it and I go upstairs out of my shop without my ring, and that tends to cause some sense of frustration on my part. So I choose to wear the ring. I'm going to be careful. One size does not fit all. I wouldn't recommend it for everybody, but it's something I choose to do, recognizing the risks. So thanks for all your comments. Appreciate your comments.